Hi guys, thank you so much for joining me again today. So I'm going to be talking about how I built up my skill set as a hairstylist and what I did to improve my skills and become a blonde specialist and be a master stylist, knowing all of the things that I know now. I'm going to guide you through what you need to do to be a master stylist and specialize in a specific niche in your business. So when I first started out doing hair in 2015, I'm going to put a little clip of what my work used to look like, which is going to be right over here in the corner. Back when I first started in this photo, I did not understand placement. I didn't understand how to mix. I didn't understand the processing. I was super new over here. So this type of work that I was doing back then just was me coming fresh to the industry with no type of skill set or experience. I took on these major color corrective projects when I was in school and I would work on clients, not really knowing how to have a game plan or approach because I didn't have a lot of understanding of the way colors counteracted each other and the way the chemicals worked. I didn't have a lot of experience working with different brands, working on different textures of hair. So the quality work I did in this photo, super, super different from what I do now. Fast forward to 2023 over here. This quality of work that I do now, that's 8 years of practice, sweat, mistakes, tears, frustration, and continuing to show up. So this work on this side is what it looks like when you commit and you show up every day. So I definitely compare being a hairstylist to going to the gym because the more you go to the gym, the better results you get. The more you do hair, the better results you get. So I really truly believe to have a good skill set as a hairstylist, it's all about muscle memory and it's all about practice. So practice makes perfect. So if you feel like you work slow or you don't know how to formulate, you need to do the things that you hate the most and that you're the most uncomfortable doing, because the more you show up and you practice foiling, the more you show up and you keep taking color corrections, it's going to force you to learn and grow outside your comfort zone. Had I have not taken on color corrections, I mean, some of the projects I had, when I look back at my work, they were scary, like box color, Sally's dye, Ion, Arctic Fox, all the things that you don't want to do at home hair work people would do to themselves. Taking on those really stressful, challenging projects honestly molded me to have the skill set I have today, because I learned how to work through the mud and take on some really nasty looking hair and made a lot of really ugly mistakes, not knowing what I was doing and having to go back and reevaluate what I did wrong, what I could have done differently with the toners, how I could have processed differently. And then also just taking continued education, guys. Like, continued education is a big one because there's always going to be a stylist out there who has more experience than you. That typically when you have stylists like that are master stylists or teaching classes, sign up for those classes, like invest money, because your education is always going to be a return investment on you and your business, because you keep that skill set with you for the remainder of your career. Don't be scared to take your classes online, in person. Like I mentioned in previous videos, find a mentor you can watch in the salon that you can pay to shadow and learn their techniques, learn their toner formulas. That's how I built my skill set up as a hairstylist. I assisted, I took classes, I shadowed, I mentored, I've coached. I've done so many different things to develop myself, along with giving myself the practice. I wouldn't say no in the beginning. I would take on clients. I would take things on that I was scared of to push myself to grow, and I kept showing up every day and doing the hair. So the work I did back in 2015, not so glamorous. The placement sucked. The blending wasn't on point. You fast forward to 2023. Once again, the work's more blended, everything's more seamless. And a lot of that now I do without even thinking about it, because I've done it so much. When I show up now, my body just kind of already knows. It's just like after you've driven for a long time, you get in the car, you know where the buttons are at, you don't think about it when you're hitting the gas or the brake. It's the same thing with hair. The more you do it, the more fluid you get, the better your placement looks, the better your colors turn out. You start doing things out of muscle memory and just out of habit because you've practiced enough. So you can never practice enough, you can never take enough classes, and I truly believe that's what's going to set you apart and build up your skill set as a hairstylist, so you can be that top tier high value stylist that charges those prices that you see people charging in metropolitan areas. It can be done anywhere if you're willing to put in the work. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me again. I appreciate you. I hope all this information helps you out, and I really hope that this inspires and motivates. And if you guys are ever looking for any mentorship or any education, I do have online classes on Patreon if you're looking for an online education course to take. And I also do coaching and mentorships, which I'll link below in the description on my website. And once again, I hope this helped you guys out. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you soon.